Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner and this is my Esoterica. Today we're back with another timeless reading for our Virgo collective. So what I've been seeing so far for my Virgos is that there's been some sort of tower moment. I'm using the Mindscapes Tarot, by the way, for any people who may be interested in it. It's a very beautiful deck. But what I was seeing so far is that there has been a tower moment, and it seems like it's connected to a love situation. That's what I tend to channel. Um, it is what it is. But I see that there's been some sort of clarity or aha moment with the Ace of Swords here. And honestly, I feel like you may have even been like in a karmic connection a little bit, because we also saw the catacombs here. And this card, and there's one other card that are exclusive to this deck in particular. And the catacombs is kind of related to karma and like clearing out baggage. Um, I believe this card is connected to the South Node, which for all of my astrology girlies is like what you come into this life sort of already, like the skills that you're already comfortable expressing and using. But when it comes to a love connection, because I did see the lovers as I was shuffling as well, it seems like, you were being juggled in some way, Virgo. Like, this is the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Stones. So this is like trying to balance priorities. Somebody's trying to balance their priorities and having sort of like not the easiest time. So you could have felt juggled in some way by somebody you were connected to in a love situation. Again, maybe a karmic situation, but it seems like it's been a situation that it's been hard to let go of for you with the Four of Pentacles here as well. On the other side of the cut of the deck where I stopped before I started recording, we have the Nine of Stones, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So honestly, a lot of Pentacles so far? No. We had a couple, but the Nine of Pentacles, this is all about independence and like getting your bag. This is very pre-Empress energy. The Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is very empowered, somebody who's very again independent, somebody who's finally getting to a point in their journey where they can sort of start to reap the rewards of all the work that they've put in. But I feel like, this is the energy that you are standing in now, Virgo. Like, very much, focusing on improving your station in life, however that resonates for you. But I am also seeing that, whatever the situation was, it felt like conflict, like fighting. You could have had a lot of arguments with this person that you were connected to, or just kind of otherwise not seeing eye to eye with them in some way. The Five of Swords is arguments, it's fighting to win, it's ego clashes, somebody playing mind games even, so you could have felt like they were playing mind games with you. But what's crazy also is that I'm seeing the Page and the Knight of Cups here, and the Ten of Swords. So like, certainly a painful ending, certainly something happened that felt like betrayal, felt like hitting rock bottom, felt like being stabbed in the back in some way. And there was a sense of loss attached to it with the Five of Cups here as well. But what's very interesting, Virgos, is that I'm seeing the Page of Cups here and the Knight of Cups. Both cards indicative of a message, both representative of somebody in their feelings and trying to follow their heart. But in between these two cards, we have the Nine of Wands, which is wounding, and somebody who is wounded. It's the Wounded Warrior card, somebody who again has come a long way, but is kind of at a point in their journey where they're just kind of tired of fighting. So I feel like you were dealing with somebody who was really wounded, and or they wounded you in a very particular way, a very powerful, strong way. And again, it's inspiring you to focus on your own independence. Virgos is what I'm seeing so far, what I was seeing in the shuffles. So let's go ahead and I went to go shuffle, and then this card sort of like flipped upright, and this is the world. So this is completion. This is the end of cycles. This is leveling up and feeling fulfillment. So I feel like, you learned a lesson here, and you leveled up in some way as a result of whatever this connection was. But yeah, let's see what else. Let's shuffle one more time and see what comes out here. Page of Stones as well. So 2 pages so far. Pages, again, messengers. Could be a little bit of kind of immature energy. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who is a little bit younger than you. But I'm also getting the sense that this is your energy, Virgo. Like, interested in investing in something for the sake of your own future. Like, it could be a creative project or a business project, or maybe you're trying to find a new job or something like that. And what I'm also getting is that, when it comes to this connection and this person, like, you really saw this as an opportunity to invest in something for the long term. But I'm getting the sense that something happened. Again, painful ending, feeling like you were being juggled in some way. Realizations about that. And yeah, again, like, very inspired to stand on your own is what I'm getting so far for you guys. Let's see what else comes out in the cuts, and then we'll pull some cards for you. What else do you have, Spirit, for our Virgo collective, for our Virgos? 6 of Spires, 6 of Swords. So interesting, we have the 5 and 6 of Spires here. But the 6 of Swords is all about being in a state of transition, trying to move into calmer waters. You may be carrying some like mental baggage still from this situation. But it's like building a bridge to another. That's what's happening in this card, like building a bridge to the next peak. So I get the sense that, again, that is what you're doing, like trying to move into calmer waters. Again, you may still be carrying some mental baggage from the situation, but very much trying to like release and go with the flow and sort of let your higher self take the wheel, let spirit take the wheel. Let's see what else we have, Spirit, for our Virgos. For our Virgo, Spirit. 3 of Stones. A lot of stones, a lot of pentacles. So very focused on your material security, your material foundations. 3 of Stones, 3 of Pentacles. You could have been dealing with a third-party situation or involved with somebody who was involved in a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be somebody else romantic. It could be, but it could also be just like somebody's family or the opinions of their friends, or like work, things of that nature, or anything that is sort of distracting your person from investing in the situation when there's like a soul contract involved. Typically, we call it a third-party situation. So could have been dealing with a third-party situation. But 3 of Stones is all about collaboration and coming together with others, and again, building something, having new perspectives on building something. And again, like connecting with people in your community. So again, like building something. So I feel like that's pretty strong in your energy right now, Virgos, as well. Like, and rest and recovery. A lot of swords, a lot of pentacles. So you've been very much in your head about the situation. And again, material foundation. So exactly what you should be doing, honestly, in this situation, Virgos. I want to do one more cut because I like to do 3, and then we'll pull some cards for you. So one more cut, please, for our Virgo, Spirit. What do we have for them for this reading? The Moon. So yeah, there's been a lot of like confusions and illusions, maybe even lies and deceptions when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this connection. I feel like you may have also had like an intuitive connection with this person. You just felt really drawn to them intuitively. Maybe you didn't even really consciously understand why. Ace of Spires too. So there was some clarity around this. Whatever was confusing in this situation, like there was a realization, like something came to light here. This has come up so many times in just these shuffles so far. So big energy of finally understanding something. But wonderful. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Let us pull some cards for our Virgos. What do we have for our Virgo collective, Spirit? The message that they most need to hear right now. Let's see. For our Virgos, first card, we have the Page of Branches. So this is the Page of Wands, again, another page. Are we seeing a pattern here? Because I am. Okay, so on the one hand, 11:11 on my timer as I'm saying this, I get the sense that, again, you are inspired to take action in your own life in some way or another. Like you can see, like, this is like a tree house and this person's getting ready to me, it looks like they're getting ready to jump down the ladder. And there's a sense of like exhilaration and excitement here. And like preparing to leap. Like they haven't leapt yet, but they're on the edge getting ready to. So I feel like you have been really inspired to, again, focus on what inspires you. Again, from what I've been seeing mostly so far, it's been your material foundations and your material security. Page of Wands, again, a younger person, somebody wanting to come in and like send a message, offer a message, but it's not king energy, right? Whoever, I'm getting the sense that somebody's trying to come back in, like you're trying to focus on yourself and move into calmer waters for yourself, and it's calling this other person sort of back. And that's sort of how it goes. You kind of end up in a loop, in a cycle, until you can break it by choosing yourself. But somebody definitely feeling called to come in, and we'll get some more clarity on this when I clarify in a couple more minutes, but let's see what else comes out. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for our Virgo collective? Ten of Branches, Ten of Wands, came out crossing. For me as a reader, crossing energy is energy that is consciously on your mind at any given time. So with this, I get the sense that you've been feeling really overburdened, like very consciously burdened by this situation, whatever it is, whatever happened, whatever thing came to light that brought clarity to you. Like it's been weighing heavily on you. You feel like you've been carrying it and you're getting kind of exhausted. I've seen the Ten of Branches and the Ten of Swords so far. And 10 signify the ends of a cycle. So it seems like you are really approaching the end of this cycle and, you know, still feeling burdened, but again, very consciously trying to move into calmer waters, very consciously trying to like take a leap of faith towards something that excites you with this Page of Branches here. One more, please, Spirit, for our Virgos. What else do we have for our Virgos? For our Virgos, please, Spirit, what do we have for them? That one jumped out of my hand and fell onto the floor. The Moon, but it came out in reverse. So this is like clarity. This is no more confusion. This is no more illusions. This is like very similar to sun energy, if you think about it. Like what's the opposite of the moon? The sun. So this is clarity. This is something coming to light. This is light being shown on things that may have been hidden before. So something definitely came to light that was very painful and felt like a betrayal, that you're still feeling kind of overburdened with. Focusing on yourself, trying to build yourself back up, strong boundaries, like standing in your power and trying to cut through confusion, cut through BS, like trying to keep a bird's eye view on everything, a higher perspective. So yeah, strong energy of having your boundaries up, and that's exactly where you should be. Especially if this person does end up coming back in, you don't want to give them a chance to hurt you again if they haven't learned their lesson still. But let's go ahead and start clarifying. So let's clarify this page of branches. What is this page of wands energy about, Spirit, for our Virgos? Ten of Spires. So I have a feeling it's about this person that you are connected to. Again, could be somebody younger. But they could have even had like a wandering eye or been like a little bit of a player in some way. Wands energy, like the court cards when it comes to love readings, tend to be player energy, or people who tend to have a wandering eye. Listen, I'm a fire sign. I don't necessarily agree with that when it comes to myself, but I can understand the vibes. So whoever this page of wands energy is, they cause some sort of painful betrayal, backstabbing, something that made you feel like you were hitting rock bottom. But the other thing about the Ten of Swords is that on the traditional Rider-Waite card, you can see this person laying. He's, gone, but he has 10 swords in his back, and he's has his hand in a gesture that's like this. And it's the gesture that the Hierophant is making. And it's the gesture of a blessing. So the core message of the Ten of Swords is that it may have been a painful ending, but it was actually a blessing in disguise. And like, if you look in the background of the traditional Rider-Waite card, you can see a sunrise. So it's like a new day is dawning. But you have to sort of get through this rock bottom feeling in order to kind of start looking up again, if that makes sense. But yeah, this page energy, it could have been a fire sign, could have been connected to a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but somebody definitely who had their energy scattered, and somebody who betrayed your trust in some way. So one more card of clarity for this page of swords energy for our Virgos. Please, Spirit. One more card, please, Spirit, for this first row. This Page of Wands and this Ten of Swords energy. King of Tides. Very interesting. So this is the King of Cups. I'm getting the sense that this is more of a negative expression of the King of Cups. So this is somebody who is not comfortable expressing their emotions. They can come off as a little bit manipulative emotionally, playing with your feelings, not trusting their own intuition, just feeling blocked from their own emotions and creativity. So again, I mean, you could have even been connected to a water sign, but I really am getting the more negative qualities of the King of Cups, especially with that Ten of Swords energy. So they could have played with your feelings emotionally and like kept you sort of hanging on to the situation. But something happened that, whatever was confusing you, and maybe you've even felt that something was off with that moon energy when it came out upright. Like, you may be a very intuitive person, Virgo. But yeah, I think they played with your feelings. I think they manipulated your feelings, and you're kind of still dealing with the fallout of it. Um, with this Ten of Wands crossing. But yeah, let's clarify this Ten of Wands crossing. What is this energy about, Spirit? For our Virgos, what are they burdened with? Another crossing card. The Nine of Spires, the Nine of Swords. So this is sleepless nights. This is anxiety. This is feeling, you know, thoughts that keep you up at night. So I think you are still feeling really heavily burdened by this, Virgo. Like you're still dealing with, again, the fallout. You're feeling burdened, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling caught up in your head. But one thing you also need to remember with the Nine of Swords is that, again, on the traditional Rider-Waite, the person in bed is, having these awful feelings, but they're covered in a blanket that has the astrological symbols all over it, showing that this person is still protected by the universe and by spirit. So don't forget that, like, rejection is protection, my Virgos. Like, is it painful? Yes, absolutely. You need to sit with that pain, find the root of it, and do what you can to integrate it. It takes time. It takes time. But what you get out of it, like the power that you grab onto, or like that you step into, there we go, the power that you step into when you finally integrate this lesson and are like, okay, I can see the truth of this, and I can choose me now. That's power. And that's where I want to help push you to, Virgo. And this energy is at the center of your spread here. So it's like very much like the center of the situation. Like you are still feeling overburdened. You're still feeling anxious and caught up in your head. Let's get one more card for this middle row, please, Spirit, for our Virgo collective. Temperance. This is about balance. Sagittarius energy as well. Excuse me, confirmation burps. But this is transmuting pain into power. This is finding balance again by through transfiguration. So I feel like you are taking all of this pain that you've been put through, and you are transmuting it into your own power. And that is powerful energy, my friend. So you are finding balance again. I think you still have kind of one foot in each world. You could, like, you're still kind of in your feelings a little bit, but trying to find solid ground again too. It's like on this card, it's like balancing, like the lava's meeting the water, and it's like a meeting of opposites to make something magical, almost ephemeral, I want to say, with that steam. So yeah, you're in the process of transmuting this. I think you're feeling the worst of it right now, but it's helping to fuel your own growth. At the end of the day, it's painful and it sucks, and I know it does. But again, it helps you step into your power, and that is the goal of all of us here, I think, in this incarnation on Earth here. But let's clarify this moon in reverse energy. What did you get clarity about? What came to light for you? That's what I'm curious about. So what do we have, Spirit, for this moon energy in reverse? Like, there's no more confusion from you, Virgo. Please clarify this moon energy, Spirit? What else do we have for our Virgos? How does this want to be, Spirit? Upright. Four of Spires. So very much kind of in this realm of pulling your energy back, of rest and recovery and recuperation. I feel like, yeah, whatever came to light for you inspired you to pull your energy back. And it probably has to do with being juggled. We get this, the Two of Swords. Pentacles showed up again. And the Tower again. So I think that is what happened again. You gained clarity about some sort of third-party situation. It felt like a betrayal, and now you're just kind of in this rest and recovery phase, trying to figure out balance your own priorities again. Let's get one more, please, Spirit, for our Virgos, for this last row. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're very much inspired to move forward and again take action in your own life. It's like the Knight of Swords is very emotionally detached. It's somebody who is very logical, somebody who's a great planner, somebody who's a great communicator. But this is somebody who is making quick and decisive action. I think, yeah, you've got a plan in your head, Virgo, and you are doing everything you can to execute that plan, and like just full speed ahead is what I'm getting with this Knight of Swords energy. It's like whatever you gain clarity, you pulled your energy back, and you're like, okay, now what's next then? Like, I don't have time to wallow in this. Like, I need to move forward is the energy that I'm getting for you guys. But again, like I saw all of that Page energy, and the Knight of Cups is again too. I do have, and I'm going to see what's coming next for you all too, so we'll see. But I do get the sense that this person might be trying to come back in and with a small offering of some sort. Don't take it. I'm telling you, don't take it. But like, don't let this person disrupt your own flow. Because they're coming in, again, not evolved. They're coming in Page energy. Now, I can't be for sure until we see what's coming next, but if I would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys to keep that thought in your head if this person does come back. But thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get some advice for our Virgos, and then we'll see what's coming next. So thank you, Spirit. Can we see what advice you have? What is your advice for our Virgos when it comes to this situation? Advice for our Virgos. Three of Swords, Three of Spires. Like, take all the time that you need to heal. I know that you're very much in, like, go mode, and you kind of just want to, it seems like you just kind of want to bypass the painful part of this in a way. I think Spirit is saying, like, don't feel the need with the Knight. This is why I thought that. I think Spirit is saying, like, it's okay to take the time to truly, like, again, integrate this lesson, digest it, sit with it, dissect it, and like really try to find the root of not why this person did this thing, because that's not something you can ever truly know. Like, everyone is responsible for their own choices and their own actions. But like, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Spirit's advice for you, take the time that you need to really sit with this and heal it. I'm going to clarify that though a little bit just so we can get a little more insight. Can we clarify this Three of Swords for advice, Spirit? Like, what exactly do you mean here? One more clarifier for this Three of Swords for their advice, Spirit. Page of Spires. Came out crossing. So yeah, this is gathering information. This is scoping the scene. This is, again, making a plan and like not taking action yet, but making a plan to take action. Again, keeping a higher perspective. This page is in a hot air balloon. Hot air balloons are symbolic of ascension. But it's like keep a higher perspective on this heartache is your advice, I guess. Like, take the time that you need to study it, like I was saying, and learn about it and really get to the root of it, because that's going to be the only way that you can ultimately clear it. Like, what within you, I remember what I was going to say before, allowed you to allow this person to violate your boundaries and mistreat you. Of course, if it was happening in the dark and you didn't know, then that's one thing. But like, I felt like intuitively you had a sense of something being off. But yeah, take the time to scope and learn about and sit with and see the higher perspective of this emotional pain is your advice. And what is coming next? Before we go on, we have the Six of Spires again, Six of Swords again. So moving into calmer waters. This is a transitionary period for you, Virgo. So sit with the pain, analyze it, really get to the root of it, and allow yourself to go with the flow of spirit, and you will get to calmer waters. It's a period of integration right now, Virgo, for you guys. So, what is coming next in this situation for our Virgos? What is coming next for our Virgos, please, Spirit? When it comes to this situation, what is coming next? What is coming next, Spirit, for our Virgos? I feel like this is more reverse than it is crossing. Okay. So what's coming next is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is like a false start. This is like an empty promise of something stable. I'm telling you, I'm almost 33 minutes even on my timer as I'm saying this. I'm almost positive what is coming next in this situation is, again, this person coming back, not in a healed energy, still in this immaturity, still not really ready to stand up to the plate for real. But this is, again, like, a false start. I feel like it feels like a missed opportunity is what this card represents. I'm going to try to get a little bit of clarity on that as well, just so I can be for sure. But the sense I'm getting is that this person's going to come in and offer you something, but it's not going to be a stable offer. It's not going to be an offer that grows to anything. So it may just be repeating a cycle. Yeah, you have the Knight of Branches on the bottom, and this is runner energy. This is non-committal. This is somebody who, again, just like that Page of Wands energy, somebody who is a player, somebody who's got their eyes on many prizes, I feel. And the Lovers. So yeah, definitely an intense love situation. Could have felt like a twin flame or a soul bond in some way. But this is an intense love connection, and it's also a love connection that's not easy. So that's what I'm really getting. I'm going to pull one more clarifier just so we can be sure, but that's what I'm getting. Somebody's coming in and offering you something that's not stable still. Let's get one more card of clarity on this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. The Star. So this is healing. This is finding hope again. I'm gonna get one more also because I feel like, you know, hold on, let me just get one more before I say anything else. Ooh, Ace of Spires. So again, clarity around this. So I think, you know, if and, you know, when this offer comes in, it's like, I think you're gonna have the realization that like your healing is way more important than trying to make the situation work when it's clear that there's no stability here. So I think that's what's coming next. Like, this person's gonna come in and offer you something, but you're just gonna be like, nah, like I've realized that like I have stuff to do within myself, and that means that I need to, you know, pull my energy back and again, full speed ahead. That way. But yeah, that's what's coming next. So I feel like, you know, you're gonna be able to stay in your power here. Like maybe after a period of like reflection and, you know, pulling your energy back, I get the sense that you're really gonna, yeah, find your mission and purpose in life with the great work. And yeah, continue to focus on your healing. So yeah, that is your reading, my beautiful, lovely Virgos. I am going to leave it there. I hope this helped you guys in some way. If it did, please, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if this resonated and how it resonated. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. All right, take care, my friends. Bye!